For no man shall take my liberty, for I should fight for my liberty as long as my strength lasted. A wonderful quote said by the amazing Harriet Tubman. Phenomenal woman, that's me. A beautiful line said and written by an amazing poet, Maya Angelou. And you can help me finish this one, indulge me if you will. I have a, thank you. Said by the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., said before over 250,000 civil rights supporters on Wednesday, August 28th, 1963. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not here before you to give you a history lesson or to see how much you know, but we are going to talk about stones, legacy, and progress. I know, I heard her whisper. Somebody said stones. Did she just say stones? Yes. Follow me if you will. Each of the lines that we just recited were given by remarkable men and women who I truly believe possess stones that were used for a divine purpose and essentially helping to build beyond them and moving things forward, progress. I still feel and see some faces like, okay, stones, I'm not there yet, Stitches. Okay, keep following me, if you will. Travel with me. Everyone knows the story of David and Goliath, right? Big guy one. All right, not gonna assume, because when you assume, you make an ASS out of U-M-E. All right, so we won't do that. I'll give you a brief synopsis of the David and Goliath story. I'm gonna go rather quickly simply because of time, but there's gonna be a pivotal part in the story that I want you to pay close attention to. And point of information, POI, this is not a homage or an idolization of stones. I'm gonna make it make all the sense, hopefully. So I'm gonna go really quick. David and Goliath. You got Goliath, who's a pretty big guy. He's standing at about 9 feet, 9 inches tall. He's a champion, undefeated, undisputed. He's that champ. Who wants to go up against Goliath? Not me. For in my mind, 2024, for some reason, Goliath, I don't know why, but I'm thinking Terry Crews, and I'm thinking Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, and I'm from Canada, you know, wrestling and hockey were one of my first sports with my dad. Shout out to the Panthers winning the Stanley Cup. But this is what comes to mind for some reason. I don't know why Thanos and Marvel didn't come to mind, but this is what came to mind. So imagine all three of these guys coming at you full force. Who wants that? Not me. Enters in little David. Little David is not even a millennial. He's probably what you would call a tween. Not yet a teen, but almost there. Little David hears and sees Goliath and says, who's this guy talking trash about my people? I'll take him down. Mind you, little David is in the midst of trained soldiers and troops who are fit and trained for battle. They hear Goliath and say, no thank you, but little David, if you want to proceed, put on this armor. Little David puts it on. They put it on him, actually. He takes it off and says, no thanks. I'm going to use what I know I have. This is an important part of the story. What does little David have? He has two things. We're going to focus on one, but name both. He has a slingshot and 5 stones. Little David sees Goliath coming straight for him. What does he do? He takes that slingshot, takes 1 out of 5 stones, slings it back, pow, pow, hits Goliath. Goliath is done. Little David takes down Goliath, saves his people, essentially helps to build an entire nation, essentially moving things forward. Ladies and gentlemen, my question to you is, what are your stones? What stones do you have right now that are set to be used for a divine purpose? Essentially helping to move things forward. Now, again, for me, I'm thinking of stones. It's not an idolization of stones, but I'm one of those folks when I hear a word, I'm like, okay, God, what does this really mean? I know what stones are, but what's the definition of a stone? The definition of a stone, funny enough, a hard, solid, non-metallic mineral matter in which a rock is made of, especially building material. Another definition, interesting enough, is a piece of stone shaped for a purpose, especially commemoration and ceremony. So commemoration for me, I'm like, okay, I know what that means. Give me some synonyms for commemoration. You have observe, keep, celebrate. Let's go back. Little David had 5 stones, only had to use 1. he took down Goliath. We're in the Olympic season. When someone is victorious in something, they're a victor. What supersedes a victory? Celebration. Could it be that the stones that you possess and have right now are not only set to be used for a divine purpose, but also is the pathway to lead not just you, but others to victory? Now, for me growing up, I understood that one of my intangible stones is actually my voice, the ability to speak and people actually pay attention. But then the question became, what am I saying? Why am I saying it? And who am I speaking for? For some of you, your tangible stones may be your money, your resources, your finances. You heard from amazing speakers, some of which using their stones to essentially revolutionize the way we build communities. I'm going to introduce you to a person, Ashley and Katie. Tangible stones we'll talk about. David had 5 of them. He only had to use 1 again. But ladies and gentlemen, may I add that there are intangible stones that one must possess to even think that they can go up against a Goliath, much less actually beat them. I'm going to introduce you to Ashley and Katie. Ashley is an individual who knows her intangible stones. She has passion, compassion, and she's one of those that loves. Ashley was introduced to Katie. On this particular day, she decided to use that stone of compassion. She didn't have to, but she did. From that encounter, she found out from Katie that Katie one day bled in school because she had her menstrual cycle. From school, she walked to her destination with blood on her. I say destination because it was from that encounter with Katie that Ashley found out that Katie was actually a homeless student. From that encounter, which then led to a legislation being passed that now allows Ashley, with her beauty initiative, to go into schools and help other students like Katie. Neglect and despise not your intangible stones, nor your tangible. For some of you, your intangible stones is love. Show kindness, compassion, patience. But are we using it? Even in a world that may make you feel like some of those stones are not valuable, but I beg to differ that they are some of the most valuable. So as I mentioned, for me, one of my stones is my voice, the ability to speak. And I love, and also people will actually pay attention, but I also love music. How am I able to take my voice, stitch it together with music for a divine purpose? How am I able to stitch things together for that divine purpose? And that purpose, I believe, being bring hope to the hopeless. As the screen goes up, bringing hope to the hopeless and actually being an encourager to those who are already encouraged but may be weary of well-doing. And activating something in every single person to be reminded and to know that your stones are to be used for a divine purpose. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for listening to all of us. And I want to show you before I leave, and demonstrate rather, how I use my stones through music. So as our amazing musicians, Sons of Maestro and Somnia Strings, are playing, when you hear the word big screen, I want you to, I'm going to ask you if you can please think of your stones. How can they be used? How are they supposed to be used? For some of you, you have still no idea, stone stitches, I don't know what you're talking about. Start with what you're good at. And how can it be used for something good? And for those of you who are drawing a complete blank, I declare and decree that after this musical piece, that you will be given a vision of what those stones are, and not just that, how they're supposed to be used for a purpose. A purpose actually beyond you. And if you're thinking bigger than you, you're probably on the right track. And there are some of you in here right now who already are using your stones. May this serve as an encouragement and just a reminder to keep going. Because essentially, you using your stones is not just for a divine purpose, but may actually lead not just you, but others into victory. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Big Screen. Mama, you gon' see me on that big screen. You gon' see me doing real big things. See, mama, you gon' see me on that big screen. You gon' see me doing real big things. And you won't see me with the wrong friends. And I won't get caught up in the wrong name. I seen the scenery, seen to be scenically linked to me. I poured it out to my father. Your daughter's here to march for you. Helmet of salvation got the conversation swaying. Possibilities bring humility. I will not be prideful, for what is given today could be taken away tomorrow with no problems. With no problems. I'm constantly saying I'm on a mission. I could feel it. How I'm getting there, I can't tell you, but I know I'll achieve it. I can't let the industry switch me, cause what I've been through, it wouldn't mean it was all for nothing. No, it can't be all for nothing. No, it won't be all for nothing. See, mama, you gon' see me on that big screen. You gon' see me doing real big things. And you won't see me with the wrong friends. And I won't get caught up in the wrong thing. Every move, every step, every time I'd advance, then I fall back 10 times, fall in line with a crowd. Never mind that they vision ain't nothing like mine. Des, it ain't nothing like yours. Konye mapwele bonje pukisa papa male, pukisa ukitemla, pukisa ubamwebsa, pukisa ukitemla. Oh. On dit madame, yeah, tendez-moi m'a crié, on seul bagam gain, c'est prier l'éternel. No stitches ain't perfect, no. Yeah, but I promise. See, mama, you gon' see me on that big screen. Say you gon' see me doing real big thing. Legacy, you won't see me with the wrong friends. Legacy, and I won't get caught up in the wrong man. Every order felt disorder, order my steps. Every situation learned it was an open book test. Every time I spent, I hope I was reaching to progress. But it let us see you digress. They love it when you're off of it. They love it when it can exemplify that super confidence. But they think they own to me, or known to me. So I just let it and think it whatever they please. Think it whatever they say it hurt me. Tick-a-tick, talking the clock, so I guess I just gotta keep flowing until my heart stop, drop, roll over and roll. Don't let them see the fear in you. Don't let them hear the fear in you. Don't let them smell the fear in you. Scared for what? I was raised from the underground. Fail, are you crazy? I was broken to be built stronger. My motivation is my people, so I guess I am perceived to just be peaceful. But people, give me some peace, please. I bend it for people who wouldn't bend a finger for me. But that doesn't mean I hold it against every new person I meet. I had my share of pain in life, but I learned quick that what I've been through could have been much worse than what I felt like. Oh. Even if none of y'all feel me, Josh over Town TEDx, we about to be somebody motivation, I am sure of it. And if only one person is activated tonight to understand that the stones you have inside of you are fit for a purpose, then that's an idea worth sharing. And that's what makes it all worth it. See, mama, you gon' see me on that big screen. Legacy, see me doing real big things. Legacy, you won't see me with the wrong friends. And I won't get caught up in the wrong name. See, mama,
mama, you gon' see me on that big screen. Say you gon' see me doing real big things, and you won't see me with the wrong friends, and I won't get caught up in the wrong things. What is your big screen? What is your big screen? What is your big screen? Don't give up on your big screen. What is your big screen? Legacy. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless you.